That's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I reduced my toilet paper down to 3 squares.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses and big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bringing you love, peace, and soul.
Oh, the world of sports continues to turn. The soap opera is over. We don't need any more Young and the Restless with Lane Kiffin. But there are other things afoot in the college football world, that's for sure. The selection committee will gather tonight, and we think they will just use fresh information to figure out who their next 12 will be, and we will debate that as we go along today. Normally we would do our XLP to the CFP tomorrow, but we've got big doings here at the Superstation with the Radiothon, so we're going to move that to the side a little bit. But today, Ed Orgeron. Big Search, you got Eddie O coming on the show.
He's excited about coming on the show. He's going to talk a little Canes. He's going to talk a little LSU.
Go Tigers.
Maybe Lane needs a hire.
Yeah.
Or two at defensive.
Yeah, D-line coach.
D-line coach.
Do you think Lane will peel off one of those $12, $13 million that he's got to give to old Eddie O?
He'll let us know.
Okay, all right. We'll look forward to that. All right, Beaver Chevy.
I think Eddie might do it for free, actually.
Yeah. He actually
You're
might.
the worst agent ever.
Yeah, he doesn't need one. I just want to work. That's all it is. And he's ready to get back in Cajun country. That's for sure. It is in his Cajun blood. That's for sure. Beaver Chevy, Beaver Toyota, Beaver Mitsubishi, they bring you today's show, and they are chock full of deals, especially with the December goal. 2,000 vehicles they want to sell. So they're ready to march them off the lot with great deals, great pricing for you. So we'll tell you all about them today, but make sure you check out the family of Beaver dealerships at Beaver Automotive. So we get into the Jags chatter with the 8-4 talk. And back in 2022, they were able to rally. They made it into the postseason. They won the AFC South with a thrilling game. I need to remind people, a thrilling game against Josh Dobbs. The Josh Dobbs-led Titans. You guys remember that?
It needed like a freak defensive touchdown to do it.
A strip, scoop, and score.
Was it Josh Allen?
It was Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Strip, scoop, and score.
This is pretty Josh Hines Allen. This is
Josh Allen.
That was your dream day because they were wearing all teal.
Yeah.
And it was a teal out.
Although
that might have been the greatest day ever for you, actually.
It was such an awesome, those 2 nights in that stadium against the Titans to win, and then the comeback against the Chargers. Just rare air. It was so good. But if I did have the full on teal, we got to go back to the throwbacks. That's the only way I would insist on that. And I heard Jeff Lageman say today, and this is worth research, JJ, maybe you can find out, is gold not one of the official colors of the Jags? Because I want to see more gold in these unis as well.
Really?
I do, man.
Gold, black, and
teal.
Where do you want the gold?
Yeah,
if you're going to do,
it's on the Jaguar.
Okay, but if you're going to do that is the Jaguar.
According to Google, it says teal and gold.
Okay.
Okay.
And Google is right. How many?
Yeah.
I guess.
All the
percent
time,
of the
it's
time?
right.
All the time?
Maybe I should ask AI.
Yeah. Ask AI first. No, that actually.
Genesis. What's the new one?
Yeah.
Well, that is Google, right?
They're
I don't know, man.
I don't know who belongs to who.
We become so dependent.
Nor do I care.
That's what I'm scared of. We become so dependent.
Yeah.
On artificial intelligence.
So you used to have to go to the library. Now
You want the gold. You want the gold like around the numbers and stuff. You don't want like the gold pants or gold jerseys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I want like gold accents, which is what the throwback was. You can appreciate
I can appreciate it. Yeah, the gold accents were nice.
Yeah, it's.
I thought you were talking about gold pants, like
you don't want gold pants with like leopard prints,
like the Wizard of Oz or something.
Please no.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm on US Sport or USTeamColors.com. So if anyone would know, it's them.
Official.
They have teal, black, and gold, and they even have the hex color number, the RGB, the Pantone color. Like I have all the codes, so this is official as it gets. Gold is one of the colors.
I just want to work it in a little bit more.
Well, let me just say something. As a former player, we don't care.
Yeah.
What we wear.
I bet you don't want to wear pink.
Yeah.
Okay, stop it.
But I do think.
Who was that guy that painted the locker rooms pink or something?
Well, Iowa does. It is.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not only that, Houston Nutt, when he was a coach at Arkansas, used to make the players who were loafing and weren't working hard, used to have them wear pink jerseys
At
in
practice.
Yeah.
Soft. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
Until he got in trouble by.
That's called bullying now, right?
by a
Yeah.
group
That's soft without a T.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that anymore. All right, so, but I feel like it's worth reminding people that awesome run in 2022 did lead to something good. And then what happened at the end of 23, we all know was bad. And I saw Liam Cohen on Good Morning Football today, so he's making the rounds, and people are starting to talk about him. You look at that game last night, the New England Patriots, man, they look good across the board. Several guys that you can hand the ball off to. Several guys that you can get the ball to. Hunter Henry definitely doing work. And then you have the other guys, including Jacksonville's own, Mandarin's own, Demario Douglas. They got a team. And then on the defensive side of the ball, pretty damn good, too.
Yeah, they remind me of the Evil Empire. You know the Evil Empire.
Yeah.
The Patriots with Tom Brady.
Yeah, it was good. It's good to see a franchise that's been down for so long.
Yeah,
and they're finally getting
Have
a
to
quarterback.
fight and
And
scratch.
good
Get
for
their way,
them.
Get their way back, create hope.
I kind of feel like I have to be the voice of reason here. Let's look at their last, 8 wins.
None of them are.
Giants,
Easy
Bengals, Jets, Bucks, Falcons, Browns, Titans, Saints.
Yeah, the one that turned a lot of people's heads was going up to Buffalo and winning that football game, and that was one of three.
That was week 5.
Yeah, but it was one of a 3 straight road trip part of the schedule for them, and it doesn't matter. We say it all the time.
I also would agree that they've won. How many in a row now? 9.
And they look good doing it.
Right.
And
They've won
Drake
9 in a row, which is
May,
difficult to do.
Drake
But-
May looks for real.
But let's not ignore. We cannot ignore that schedule, man.
Right, but
We can't.
they look the way they're supposed to look against the lesser teams.
Listen, they can't help the teams that they played suck, okay? In 99, we were 14-2. We didn't build a team with a winning record.
You know who else? You know who else couldn't?
Wow.
You know who else couldn't help
crazy.
who they played? Texas A&M. Then they got their behind handed to them against Texas.
It happens.
The first time they played a game.
The wins are still the wins, though.
So you're saying when the Jags play the Pats in the
Then
AFC
they'll
title
find out.
game,
Then they'll
Jags will
find
beat
out
them
what
Here's
easily.
another thing too. And I know I'm kind of going up because
You can
I know you
tangent.
hate when I go off on an exit here, but if Texas A&M gets whipped by Texas,
Would you not do that? We'll
doesn't
do that
make
later.
doesn't that make Notre Dame's loss to Texas A&M even worse instead of better?
Yeah, but you can't say anything about Notre Dame.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, of
that's
course not.
That's not allowed.
Sacrilegious.
Hey, we can go back and forth between. It's all ball.
Yeah, it's all ball.
We can go back and forth between the NFL and
But
college.
I need, people right now, they're slinging hammers. They're trying to sell insurance. They need to be focused on one thing that we're talking.
Right, but you can bring a Notre Dame into
Yeah,
anything.
we are in their ear right now, and we just want them to be focused on one thing because they're supposed to be doing something else, okay? We're already getting them to multitask as it is. But we are going to get off that exit and get into the college football world because Matt right now is studying what he thinks the selection committee is going to do, and it just kind of got us up in arms.
I don't
a
think
little bit.
anyone knows what they're going to do, actually.
Yeah. I think they're handed a sheet, and they're told what to. That's a whole other deal.
Are you saying it's scripted?
Whoa.
No, Joe's saying ESPN hands them a sheet and says,
Oh.
these are the
I can
television
believe
properties
that.
we
I
want in the
absolutely believe
playoff.
it. Especially if they screw Miami tonight. I can believe it's all scripted.
Stranger things, okay?
Well, wouldn't you
the
think they want
Demogorgons-
Miami in? Because Miami's a big
No.
property, too.
They
is.
don't care. They hate us.
well,
it's
I
all
don't-
about that.
I don't know that they. And
Notre Dame's a much bigger property than Miami.
of course, they're a bigger property than anybody.
Yeah, they're massive. But here's what I am most worried about: JJ sounding hackerish. He's thinking they're all against
He's
him.
100% hacker right
He's
now.
I've
thinking-
been that since
I know they're not getting
I
it,
was
man.
10 years old, and they put Florida State ahead of us, even though we had a head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, they ignored.
I know
that.
how it is.
Yeah, they ignored that. It was too early in the season. So, but we'll get to it coming up. But it's just so funny trying to figure out exactly. I do believe computer rankings, metrics, things are spit out of this big machine that they think will deliver the most desirable matchups, the most eyeballs, the most talking points, the most conversation. In the end, last year it didn't develop because they had one of the lowest watched national championship games ever, and it was Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Maybe the two biggest properties in
Yeah,
college
two
football.
huge brands, and you never ever would have imagined that. But anyway, we'll get into it coming up in just a little bit. So the Jags, just kind of get back to what we were talking about. Can 8-4 last because of what's in front of them? Winnable games, certainly games inside the division. They're so crucial. And can Liam Cohen keep this team feeling the way they're feeling right now, believing? One thing he said on Good Morning Football, Leon, was that at the end of the day, no matter what you do collectively, we need to come together, and then we need to be proud. We need to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say,
They should be
proud of the work we put in.
They absolutely should be proud of themselves. I mean, there's not too many people outside of Duval that say that this team will be where they are right now. And if you're a player, and I had the fortunate task of my whole career making the playoffs every year I played in 8 years. This is the most exciting time of the year right now because every game, its importance, is magnified.
Right.
Because seedings at stakes, divisions are at stakes, win streaks are at stake. So this team, when you go to work, you're a lot more excited to go to work. You're a lot more excited to get in depth to your opponent and how you're going to go after him and all that kind of stuff. So listen, to be honest with you, this team should be having fun that they're in this situation where they have this opportunity early in December to make a difference. This is for the division early on. This early in December, you'll have the upper leg on the team if you win on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't want them. I don't want anybody patting their back. I don't want them thinking they're doing great. I want them to think they suck. That's what I want them to think. Everybody thinks we suck. That's what everybody thinks.
Well, it's the constant.
And it's time for us to show them that we don't.
Right. It's the constant. No one believes in you.
Yes. There's real deal to that too.
Yeah, except for the people in this room.
Yes.
And I do think that Cohen and company are delivering that message because you still got to prove it every Sunday. They don't think you can do it. They don't think you can keep doing it. That's another theme that you will hear a bunch. Yeah, they've done this, but they ain't going to be able to keep it up. And so that's going to be a good theme. All right, you guys jump in, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We'd love to hear from you. Jump in the YouTube chat. You can easily find us on XL Primetime. You can search that on YouTube or just search 1010XL and jump in and be a part of the show. We've got all sorts of things to hit on with the way the Jaguars are looking forward to this game storyline-wise. And then, of course, the college football world with Lane Kiffin now settled in. And he said everybody outside of the state of Mississippi wanted him to coach that game for Ole Miss in the college football playoff. It's a shame. It really. The more I think about it, it's still a shame. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. He watches the coach's film to find the things you might have missed. Jeff Lockeman checks the tape for you. Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Inspected by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchup, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, what games to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Baker Mayfield, more or less than 223 passing yards. LeBron James, more or less than 27 points. It's just that simple. And now Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. But my favorite feature is the injury insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play 5 in lineups. That's code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guy's got it all.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Fought for you by Green Law Group. For the injured, fighting for you.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, don't worry about any, quote, problems you think might be related, because I've got the perfect team that will keep you right on track. In fact, they've got a guarantee that you can't beat. And that is Chad and Sandy, the agents I would call to sell my home. You see why? Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. But the promise is this. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jacksonville homes are selling, but many take months and a low price to sell. Getting top price means aggressive marketing. Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive demand to sell your home. Darcy in San Jose said, I felt too isolated in my retirement. I wanted to buy in a different area, better suited for me. I spoke to several agents who didn't seem to care. I needed to find someone I could rely on. In come Chad and Sandy, and in 3 days, the home was sold. ChadandSandy.com or 904-414-6200.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So some big news, and I hate to do this because
the college football world is changing, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't really talk about college football recruiting here because it's not. Remember when it was like just gigantic?
Yes, it was. Yeah, there were 800 or 900 or 700 numbers.
And now, like,
that people
nobody
would
really
call.
cares about it.
Yeah.
But there's just an absolute tsunami moment right now in college football recruiting.
This
and
ain't
I
your
am
daddy's.
not. It's not hyperbole. I'm not overstating this. It's an absolute tsunami moment.
This ain't your daddy's college football.
The number one quarterback in the high school recruiting group of all the high school recruits, number one. And some people think he's the number one player.
Class of 2026.
For this class, 2026, Jared Curtis, who was committed to Georgia for months, has flipped. Not to Miami.
Ohio State.
Not to Florida. Not to Ohio State. Not to Florida State. Not to Michigan. Not to Alabama. Not to USC.
Not to go with Lane.
To Vanderbilt.
Oh, my gosh.
Jared
unreal.
Curtis is signing with Vanderbilt tomorrow when National Signing Day begins.
We just got Tony Smith called in.
Yeah.
You know what's so
Anchor
funny
down,
is
he says.
I can still remember like 3 years ago when Clark Lee was standing at the dais at SEC Media Days, and he declared that they will win a national championship at Vanderbilt, and everybody just laughed. Like there was literally audible laughing.
Yes, and look,
now they're 10-2. They're on the bubble for the playoff, and had Diego not coughed up the ball twice in the red zone against Alabama, they may have won that game.
You never know. They were driving and made the critical mistake.
Right, and had they won that game, they'd
More
be in
than
the championship
once.
game right now.
Could he win the Heisman?
I think he's going to go to New York, but I don't think he's going to win it. I think Sane will probably win it.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. But still, this
Mendoza.
moment of Jared
The game
Curtis
will determine that.
flipping from Georgia to Vanderbilt is
based on the name of the school.
tsunami.
You can guess that they have lots of money.
Like
they do have lots of money, but the point is they never spent it.
Yeah,
now
that's what
they
I'm
are.
saying.
Yeah, like
Now
right
they
now, Kirby is in the executive washroom just beside himself, okay? He is not happy. as
He's
he
like right
ponders
now.
this
He's like looking at his staff, going, "Vanderbilt,
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, y'all got beat by Vanderbilt on a recruiter."
You guys couldn't close the deal? I just didn't imagine there would be a world, and I think I put it out, where Florida got beat by Tennessee by 20, and the team that beat Florida just got beat by Vanderbilt by 21.
That's
Okay,
I'll tell
that
you what,
is a different world.
Yeah, it's a different world. Listen, I want their left guard right now. Vanderbilt's left guard.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
The guy I
second
showed
round.
you a month ago.
Yeah, I want. I haven't taken my mind off of him.
Well, we might as well just go ahead and reserve a spot for Clark Lee tomorrow because I will put him in my. Because when you hear him say that was their goal, you laugh. You can't help but laugh. And here they are doing things they hadn't done in a lot.
Well, Matt, what's the selling point? Because if all money is equal, how does Vanderbilt get over
actually.
Georgia as far as recruits go?
Clark Lee is a hell of a dude. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
It's money. There's no doubt it's money. But I don't know. Like, we've had Clark Lee on, haven't we?
I don't think so.
He's like a rare dude, man. A rare guy. And apparently Florida interviewed him. I don't know if Clark just said, I'm going to stay at Vanderbilt, or if Florida just decided to go with Sumrall. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was one or the other, really. I think it's what it boiled down to.
Right. But my point is, this is a unique dude, man.
Okay, and I'm just trying to look for discovery in the timeline. Was that pre-Lee agreeing to his contract?
Yes,
Because that would have obviously urged Vanderbilt on. So,
and that also could have been Jimmy working.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. The Sexton sports agent.
Well, Strickland only wanted a guy who wanted to be a Florida Gator, bro. Come on.
Interesting characteristic.
And who wanted to work with,
not Auburn, like
the elite
24
general
hours
manager,
before.
the elite general manager that he was hiring.
Yeah.
there had to be a connection there as well.
Because if we're telling the truth, John Sumrall had worked on that speech, and it didn't matter what presser that they turned the lights on and the cameras came on. If it was just outside of Columbus, it didn't matter. It would have been on the plains. It would have been in Gainesville. It would have been.
I feel bad for the guy,
in
honestly.
Fayetteville, wherever.
I feel bad for him. You know why? Like, he goes to that. This should be like a great moment for him. He gets the Florida job, man. He's busting his tail. It should just be a wonderful, exciting moment for him. And from the jump in that interview in that press conference, he's defending it.
Mm-hmm.
He's pleading with the fans to stick with him, and I win. Trust me, I win.
Well, and the team.
How about my gosh.
retaining the team? Do you
how
want to just play his answer that you're saying he's defending himself? He was asked a great question. About the fans not wanting him because it's another G5 hire, much like Billy Napier.
Yeah, no two people are the same. Okay, and Coach Meyer, you coached G5 football, I think, right? Yeah, Kurt Signetti coached G5, I think. I actually coached against Kurt some. No two people are the same. Just because you're a reporter, I may have had an interaction with another reporter and not liked it, doesn't mean I'm going to judge you that way. Judge me for who I am. I'm a winner. We're going to win. And just give me a shot. Believe in me. Here's the deal. I need everybody pulling the rope the same direction. Because if anybody's pulling the other direction, it don't make the job easier. It makes it harder. If we're all Gators, we all want to win, let's do this together. You want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. Let's go together.
Oh, my God. You know what that sounds like, honestly? You know what it sounds like? Zook saying, "I'm not Steve Spurrier" 30 times when he was introduced.
Well, the fact that you have to say, "Hey, stick with me," and it's your first day,
That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for him. I actually feel bad for the guy.
Well, guess what? He's got about 8 more months of this, all right? Because they're not going to be satisfied until he gets the product on the field.
No, they'll rally around him in the offseason, and before the season starts, it'll be, we love this guy, we're going to win big.
But there'll be doubters and believers. Doubters and believers.
As soon as there's a loss, it will get ugly. There's no doubt.
All right, so just...
A loss to a team they should win, I should say.
And it still boils down to they picked him. He probably would have picked them if he had an opportunity, given what was out there. Who knows?
Well, it's also...
he was supposed to take the Auburn job.
He's got a...
I'm saying he probably would have picked them if he did have that whole, in other words, take LSU off the table.
Yeah.
He probably would have picked them, and they would have picked. And they would have picked.
He's got a good roster if he keeps it. If he keeps it intact,
and
that's
they were there.
Thing.
A number of them were at the presser, and who knows what that means? You're trying to make something positive.
Yeah, well, he's doing something that y'all begged Billy to do since he's going to have a coordinator. He's going to have somebody that's going to have some success on offense.
Yeah,
hopefully.
He
did say he knows the Florida tradition is putting up points, running the ball around, or throwing the ball around, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I kind of think that's everybody's tradition right now. Score points.
Yeah, but we know that that's the Gator thing.
Yeah.
You would never go to Alabama and be like, "Hey, I know you guys like to throw the ball around."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not their thing.
It's kind
that
of
is
they
a
did,
Gator
like
thing.
Nick's last 5 or 6 years.
But, okay, so now you're arguing that it's not the Gator thing?
No, it is the Gator thing.
Argue.
It is the Gator thing. All I'm saying is it's like that's a no-brainer. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Get
he's
an
still,
offense that can score points.
Like, it is a no-brainer, but he's still saying the things
Except for
that
like the
fans
one
wanna
guy
hear.
that they want to hear.
Except for the
Fan
one guy who
service.
didn't think it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's.
And shout out to him not being incredibly boring.
Right.
Like Billy was. So you've already won me, the guy who has to edit the audio. You've won me over.
Right, because
I had to deal with Billy for 4 years or however long.
I'll never forget it. We had to put everything on 1.5 times the speed.
Dude,
he was
Eeyore. He was like Eeyore.
I did a lot of editing.
Yeah, it's Billy 1.5 times.
And he would just go on and on.
But
his answers were so long.
Okay, this is just a quick aside.
Couple
On
players
that,
from being dangerous.
yeah, but on that
We're
alone,
close to being pretty dangerous, in my opinion.
In my opinion.
I'm going to miss Billy.
yeah, on that.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
For Miami sake.
You might have for Miami sake,
yes.
Yes, I am.
But I'm going to show you this picture. At least, like, on that alone, just this interview process, what blew you away about that guy? What made you cancel all your other interviews with other potential candidates?
Honestly, I think it's a Strickland thing because he
still
said,
shakes my head.
He said
It's 100% what it is.
In this press conference, Strickland did, that he was won over in his first interview with Sumrall, just like the Napier thing.
It's
so
scary.
You can get Strickland in a room one-on-one, and you could sell him anything.
Right.
He likes good guys. He likes good guys that are fits that go along to get along. And that sometimes you can't have that as a coach.
No.
Sometimes you need a little rebel. Like the guy that was sitting in the fourth row there in that press conference who won 2 national titles there, even though he
Or
did
like
it,
the guy that
as
wanted
like a
the job,
mercenary.
named Lane Kiffin.
Yeah,
who
that guy too.
wanted this job.
Listen, I had a lot of good guys in the locker room that on Sundays, I wanted them nowhere near the field. Okay. Just be honest
you
with
need.
And then you had a lot of thugs that on
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah, I
you
had-
flat out wanted them next to you on the field.
Yes, absolutely.
I did get this picture though. It does prove that Billy has moved on to more gainful employment.
By the way, apparently
he
this is
serving in a fast food near you. It's a nice picture.
This is what I've been told.
Yeah.
He's very upset about getting fired. He thinks he wasn't given enough time.
Oh,
whatever,
no,
bro.
that can't be true.
That's the truth,
Yeah,
bro.
well, maybe
That
next year he'll
is the
figure it out.
truth.
I probably will. Yeah.
Like he's told his buddies in the coaching fraternity that he's really upset.
All right, we got to make a mad dash to get ready for Eddie O.
Speaking of coaches.
Let's say hello to Ed Orgeron coming up on XL Primetime. Beaver Chevy, Beaver Toyota, Beaver Mitsubishi Tuesday.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
It's your boy, Big Sirs, all-pro lineman, and your lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop's special deal. Order a 50-piece wing pack online at wingstop.com or the Wingstop app using promo code JAX, JAX10, and get $10 off. That's right, carry on or delivery. It's your call. Use promo code JAX10 for $10 off a 50-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day order this weekend with Wingstop.
Sewer backups stink, literally. Tree roots, old pipes, or major clogs can be the cause. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining inspects and clears sewer lines fast. If your sewer's backed up, make the Superior choice and learn more at superiorplumbingjax.com.
If Santa had a pit crew, it'd look a lot like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fast, friendly, and they get the job done in 15 minutes while you stay in your car. No appointment needed. Just pull up and let their technicians handle the rest. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and ranked #1 Quick Lube by Forbes, Valvoline delivers service even Santa would trust. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, helping Jacksonville reduce the stress of holiday travel.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus, straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Hey, folks, it's Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter, Amber, and she's been telling you how much weight she's dropped with Awaken 180. It's hard to believe. Even in football season, even when she hangs out with her friends, and even when she tailgates and does all that stuff, she's still losing weight. You can even drink alcohol. Can you believe that? Well, Awaken 180 shows you how to swap calories, not flavor. You have to be disciplined, but they make it easy. Amber and I talk about this all the time. She can't believe how easy it is, and she's so excited about it. But what I will tell you is it's really working. I see how excited she is. I see the look on her face. I see how her self-esteem has changed and her confidence. It's one of the greatest things that's ever happened with my daughter, and it means that much to me. Now, Awaken 180 programs are reimbursable with your HSA or FSA, and those HSA dollars expire December 31st. Don't leave money on the table. Call Awaken 180 today and kickstart your transformation before the new year. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up, and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece.
All right, well, we miss Coach. We always miss Coach, and always happy to have on national champion, D-line coach, just all-around good guy, my man, Eddie O. How you doing, Coach O?
What's up, Big League? Doing great, man. Doing fantastic.
Now, have you got your workout and your power walk in already, or your run?
Oh, hey! I'm back in Louisiana. You know, I moved from Miami. I'm back here in Baton Rouge. It's a little cold here. I had to work out with some sweats on today. I had to pull them out the closet, man.
Okay.
Did anyone tell you to pack things up and go ahead and move on and get ready to work?
Not yet, but you know, me knowing this coaching profession, my lease was coming up on December 1st, and I wanted to lease another year in Miami and take a chance that I'd be getting a job somewhere else. You know what I mean?
So, Coach, tell us what we're getting. I mean, you're a legend at LSU, and you know the history behind the championships and everything. Yeah. Tell me what we're getting with Lane Kiffin. What is LSU getting with him coming there as the hire?
Fantastic hire. Exactly what LSU needs. You know, Lane, one thing about Lane, as you guys know, he's Monty's son, and he was raised on football. I've never seen a guy on the sideline, Lee, that sees all 22. On the snap of the ball, he knows what all 22 people are doing on the football field, and it's in slow motion. And he's so smart, man. He knows defenses, and he knows how to hurt defense. And as the game goes on, he's going to get you. He's got some boxing. He's tough. He's a great recruiter. The players love him. He got a home run hire here.
Hey, Eddie, if Lane asked you to join the staff, would you do it?
I'd consider it, yeah. I'd definitely consider it, no question. Lane and I worked together at 3 schools. I love him. He and I are good friends. I believe in him. So definitely, if he does ask me, I'd consider it, no question.
So, like, would you be like a defensive line coach? Like, what job would you prefer? I guess is the best question.
Obviously, coaching the defensive line. I don't know what he has in mind. I don't know if he is going to hire. We haven't talked about it yet. I do believe there will be a chance there for me to go there. I hope there is. I'll definitely be the defensive line. If he wants me to another capacity, recruiting coordinator, assistant head, I've done all those things.
Now, Coach, when it comes to recruiting, him being at LSU, that's got to tip the scale a little bit when it comes to the Alabama and Georgias of the world, isn't it?
Whew. Hey, watch out, because the guy is a fierce recruiter. And with this transfer portal, and just think about the job that he did at LSU. I was there, and I know the job that he did was phenomenal. But in the state of Louisiana, we are the school. And, you got to stop guys who come and try to poach your players. But there are so many players in the state of Louisiana. And then you got Houston, you got Dallas, and he's a national recruiter. So I expect him to have great recruiting classes and win many championships here at LSU.
We're talking with Ed Orgeron, former LSU head coach, national championship winning coach, and I know you want to see success for him and for LSU, but there's a string. You are the last one. There were 3 consecutive coaches that were there producing national championships. That's pretty dang special. And you think he's very capable of getting right in line and delivering another one?
I do. I think he's capable of delivering another one and many more. Lane is 50 years old. He's done a great job. I've talked to him several times over the last couple of years, and we remain friends. And he's just directed and he's focused. I do believe he's going to win many championships here at LSU. He has the capabilities of doing it.
Now, Coach, him not taking the Florida job. I mean, Florida has to compete with the other big dogs, the Florida States and Miamis of the world. Him being in Louisiana with the only show in town, that with all the amazing recruits there at LSU, I mean, that should be a harvest for LSU as far as recruiting goes and athletes.
Yeah, and Lee, as not everybody's a 5-star. Justin Jefferson was a 2-star. You know what I mean? And he was like the 2,350 ranked player in the country, but you can't believe all that stuff. We got these. You get these guys to camp. I believe this. Okay, in the state of Louisiana, 99% of the young men that were born in the state of Louisiana at some time in their life wanted to play for LSU. Now you got to recapture that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into homes and you got to remind them of that. You bring it to the camps. You get on them early, and you can find a lot of talent in the state of Louisiana that's not so like a 4 or 5-star. You got to do a great job of evaluating the state.
Hey, Ed, do you know John Sumrall, and what are your thoughts about Florida hiring him?
Of it. My son works for him. My son coaches tight end for him at Tulane. I've been very close to the Tulane program. I was there with Willie Fritz, and I saw the culture they built. And John just took it to another level. I love him to death. I love watching his teams. I've been to many practices. I think he's going to do a great job in Florida. I think this is a home run hire.
Now, Coach, when it comes to how he's going to assemble this team, do you think Lane is going to lead through a quarterback, or do you think he's going to build it from the inside out, from the guys in the trenches?
Yeah. Lane believes in the trenches. Okay. Now look, and look, he when I was with him, I handled the line. He loved line play, and Lane loves to run the ball. You know that. And I do believe that, he's going to see where LSU needs to get better, where they have deficiencies. He's going to go in the transfer portal. He can fix it right away. But as you know, he's got to have a great quarterback. And think about the job that he did of getting this quarterback at a Division II school and come in and just dominate the country like he did. So he has an eye for talent. He's gonna be quarterback led, but as you know, Lee, in the SEC, all right, and in any game, you have to win in the trenches.
Couple more for Ed Orgeron, national championship winning coach at LSU, and Trinidad Chambliss was unbelievable. Back to John Sumrall. Now you said you're looking and hoping to hear multiple options. What if, say, a John Sumrall said, "Hey, come coach with your son"? What would be your reaction to that?
I'd definitely be interested. I love Hey, look, man, the Florida Gators, the Chump, man, ain't in the And I've been there. And I like when they sing, ain't no easy way out in the fourth quarter, man. That stuff fires me up, boy. But look, being in the state of Florida, recruiting in the state of Florida, come on, man. I mean, I've been there. There's so many players in the state of Florida. And you know what? Being in Miami and going against Florida recruiting, hey, them Bull Gators are tough now. they don't play. And you got a great tradition there. So, yes, I've been. No question.
Now, you mentioned Louisiana kids want to grow up to play at LSU, and probably a lot is true when you talk about Florida. How much different is it from when you had the Justin Jeffersons, the Jamars, all those guys, versus now in the way the portal has influenced these guys? Because they don't have those state ties maybe that they once did.
Yeah, I do. Hey, you bring up a good point. Sometimes it's like coaching an all-star team, man. Yeah. You remember y'all played an all-star team? You didn't know nobody. It's just for a week, kind of played, and then you went away. But I do believe Louisiana is different because you have to capture the state of Louisiana and then go out and get what you need in the transfer portal. I believe Louisiana can give you enough athletes to get a good core, to get a good leadership, and then you go out to the transfer portal and get what you need by position.
Coach, I love what you said about Lane Kiffin going out there finding the athletes, and maybe not the 5 or 4-star athletes. By the way, Ed Reed from Louisiana, 2-star.
Wow. Yeah, and Leon was a 2-star.
That's right. That's right. Hey, I don't know if Leon was a 2-star, but he's a 5-star in my book. I tell you that, Lee.
You dang right he is. Now, listen, before you go, Eddie O, because we love it, and every fan out there just loves hearing you just talk and tell stories, what was the Thanksgiving setup for you? What was on the dinner table?
Man, y'all not gonna believe this. I drove from Miami, Florida, to Baton Rouge. It took me 14 hours. Okay. But when I got here, my wonderful wife had a nice spread for me: turkey, ham. My mama makes an oyster dressing, which is my favorite. A big chicken and sausage gumbo, and some pecan pie. I was all set. But I ate it at midnight after a 14-hour drive.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
Hey, Coach, hey, as always, we appreciate you coming on. Hey, Coach, they're going to screw us tonight. You know that, with Miami and the selection committee.
Man, hey, that's wrong. Okay, head to head. Now, come on now. You know what I mean, guys? And look, I'm a big fan of Mario Cristobal, what he's done. I'm a big fan of Marcus Freeman. I think he's got a good team. But look, we beat him head to head. There is no reason that Miami should not be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. If it is, there's something wrong with the system.
Amen, Coach. I love it. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. Just
that sounds like a feed. That was a feed.
That was a feed at midnight after a 14-hour pull.
Yeah, that sounds a little better than my catered feed, actually.
All right, listen to that.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, Matt Zenitz of CBS Sports is reporting that Florida is expected to hire Kentucky's Brad White as its defensive coordinator.
Okay, all right.
A really good defensive mind, a guy that's had a lot of success at Kentucky for a long time.
Well, you can think of it. If he coached the program, and especially with Mark Stoops, those defensive genes that he had that he learned under, that's got to be good. All right, so we'll continue on that front. You guys hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. One of our texters, our nooners, was wanting to come after Ed on one thing. But he said, don't tell him I said that, because Ed could come just punk him in a heartbeat, as big as Eddie O.
He'll get in that truck and drive to Jacksonville.
It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Tom Coughlin here. Join 1010XL for the J-Fund Radiothon on December 3rd. Every year I'm blown away by your generosity, and I'm asking for your help again. Please be there for these kids with 1010XL on December 3rd.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Knowing it's time to get hurt, lost wages, injuries that not only hurt but hinder our success. If you're in this position due to the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. Hey, this is Tom McManus. Injuries suck, so check out Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the country. 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers, with enough firepower to handle any and all personal injury cases. And they make filing a claim easy, and they don't get paid unless you do. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Visit forthepeople.com or hit Pound Law from your cell. Pound Law, that's all.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 2nd, 1975, Ohio State running back Archie Griffin becomes the first and only player to win back-to-back Heisman trophies.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to ITPPartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Now, the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
When the game was looking strange to start, the team would look to strange to allow everything to make sense once again. In the second quarter, Trevor Lawrence would find the star tight end for a 21-yard touchdown, making the score 15-3 with 14:54 left in the first half. The strange score is your Performance Painting Play of the Game.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Get ready to celebrate December with Best Bet. We're giving away an incredible $660,000. Kickstart your holiday fun at all Best Bet locations with the 12 Days of Christmas High Hands, $500 giveaways during Clockwork Cash Out on the table games, and big cash high hands all weekend long. And don't miss out on thrilling tournaments like the $30,000 guarantee GoPo 300 at Orange Park and daily tournaments at all Best Bet locations. For details, head to bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Oven, my son works for him. My son coaches tight end for him at Tulane. I've been very close to the Tulane program. I was there with Willie Fritz, and I saw the culture they built. And John just took it to another level. I love him to death. I love watching his teams. I've been to many practices. I think he's going to do a great job in Florida. I think this is a home run hire.
We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
Well, that was Eddie O. We just had Ed Orgeron on with us, and he's talking about the new hire in Gainesville, John Sumrall. No H, no E, but he is ready to bring it back winning-wise to the University of Florida. We'll see if he can do it. And I do think Coach O has put that simple sign up, help wanted or ready to be hired. Whatever.
Will work for food.
Exactly. I think he's polished up his resume, and he's on LinkedIn right now.
Mm-hmm. I believe the coach is always he misses it as much as he doesn't want to admit it. I mean, the retirement part, he misses the game of football.
Yeah, you don't move from Miami to Baton Rouge unless you really
Somebody
love
told him
football.
something.
He'd do it for free, man. I'm telling you.
Somebody told him something.
Anyway.
Go ahead and giddy up and get on in
You
here.
would think, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of college football, we have some more breaking news.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
I don't know whether to take back the tsunami
right,
or another one's coming in. Because Jared Curtis, the quarterback who, breaking news 20 minutes ago, had flipped from Georgia to Vanderbilt.
The number one quarterback recruit in the nation.
Quarterback recruit in the nation, probably the number one player in the nation, posted at 12:30, don't know where all this is coming from. Haven't had a chance to talk to either school yet. I'll keep you all posted.
You know what that means?
That means Kirby got on the horn.
That means that Cash App dinged.
That too. Kirby got on the phone and said,
yeah.
What's your Venmo? What's your Venmo?
Or Kirby got on the phone and said, listen, son, do you want to play for Vanderbilt or do you want to come win a
I don't think it
national
was that.
championship?
I think it was, how much is it going to take?
Well, I think it's everything. I think he is still. All right, let's make this the 10-10 take. Kind of wrap it all together right now.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pit masters since 68.
You got a bunch of choices when it comes to delicious protein. Could be chicken, ribs, pork, brisket, hot links, wings, whatever it might be, along with all those tremendous sides. Check out any one of your area Sonny's. Money is money is money. I get it. And it's all being waved in front of these players, and it's out there. And maybe he did make another call and said, I need to up the ante. But there's still something to be said for what Kirby has built. That still counts. What one team is building is what one team has done over and over and over. And look at what Kirby has done this year with the exodus of Carson Beck and the kind of question mark next to Gunnar Stockton's name. I was wrong about Gunnar Stockton, and he's turned this team once again into what looks like a championship-worthy, championship-winning football team. Any player should think twice if the money is anywhere near the same about where and who he's going to play for, and Kirby would be a good one. Well, that's the 10-10 take.
Well, Kirby could have felt like he was being slighted. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got the number one quarterback in the country. I mean, he's going to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I mean, because I had a cousin last year, Justice Terry, defensive tackle, who had committed to Georgia, and he ended up going to Texas. And they ain't try to up the ante there, but the quarterback's different.
Right.
And Texas is different than Vanderbilt.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe maybe
sense.
Kirby's okay with that.
Yeah.
Maybe Kirby felt slighted.
That doesn't
at
hurt
Vanderbilt.
his ego.
His ego.
So
this is way to dang
I don't think it's ego. I think it's tomorrow's National Signing Day, and this kid flipping leaves Kirby without a quarterback. I think that's what this is.
Is Gunnar a true freshman or a true sophomore?
He's a fourth-year junior, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
that's Gunnarish, basically.
Yeah, I think he's got another year of eligibility. But that doesn't mean you don't want this guy in case something happens.
Okay, here's the other part of it, and I'm trying to figure this part out. Like you said, tomorrow is National Signing Day, and the weaving in and out of getting a recruit and dealing with the transfer portal. So now you're looking at, hey, which of these quarterbacks are going to be available? How much does a recruit catch wind of if you may try and lasso a transfer portal guy? That's what I'm curious about, whether that happens or not, and whether that would keep a guy from committing. I don't know.
I think the kid's a really good player, and Georgia wants him. And they're a day away from signing day, and now they're stuck without a quarterback. Mm-hmm. And now, so Kirby called him and said, whatever you want, just tell me. Mm-hmm. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, other than we're going to guarantee you're going to start, because Kirby would never do that. Mm-hmm. But if it's like money, if that's the thing, yeah, they'll match whatever, match and more, I would guess.
And that means every kid should be doing that then.
They do. Every kid does do that.
It's crazy to me.
Could Diego Pavia have made Vanderbilt into what Texas A&M is after Manziel? Like he's not as popular as Johnny Manziel at all. You know, that was like
was a rocket
force.
ship.
Yeah, he won the Heisman and everything. But Pavia's, I would say he's the most famous player in college football this year. Right
now he is, yeah.
And he's going to New York. Johnny Football won it, but he is at the very least.
And A&M, of course, wasn't what Vandy was.
Yeah.
I mean, A&M still would win 8 games every year, but now we just view them differently now.
How does Malachi Tony not get a seat to New York?
Sad.
Yeah, he's been one.
He's certainly the best freshman of the year.
Son of a gun. Well, Jeremiah Smith too. If you're going to put
you're going to put him ahead of like Jeremiah Smith and
who else?
Who else?
Julian Sand.
I'd put Concepcion up there. One of my guys.
Marcel Reed.
He's a freshman.
Oh,
He's got over 900 yards. Got about 10 touchdowns.
900 yards.
1,300 total.
1,300 total yards.
So he's the best freshman, Leon.
Yeah,
just
he
leave
is
it
the
at
best
that.
freshman. I'll give you that. Sure.
Okay. Let's not get greedy.
It is funny because
I'm getting greedy.
Jeremiah Smith is
Don't
one of
let
those guys.
Matt talk you out your team.
Yeah, that was
you always try
supposed
to downsize us, man.
He was supposed to take the lid off of it this year.
No, I'm looking for a 2026 Malachi Tony Heisman run.
Mhm.
I would love that.
Yeah,
Next year's his time.
Very possible. They like to rotate.
He's a really good player.
With Lenore Sellers throwing him the ball.
Yeah, you never know. It is XL Prime Time thanks to
Jeremiah
Beaver Chevy,
Love and-
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Mitsubishi Tuesday. You can find that brand new Mitsubishi store right there in the AUG on US 1. A huge pre-owned inventory as well. They want to make sure they can wheel and deal and offer you a great deal. So definitely check out Cameron, the sales manager there. And of course, Brett and the boys on Phillips Highway for Beaver Chevy. And then everybody, Nick and company at Beaver Toyota, right next to the Best Bet St. Augustine, State Road 207 and I-95.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Some people just can't get enough football.
Could we cut to the chase?
It's the Terminix Kickoff Show, live from Tailgaters Parking, 5 hours before kickoff. Presented by Campione Law and American Electrical Contracting on 1010XL.
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggerman. We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Time's running out. The $2,000 federal tax credits on HVAC replacement will expire December 31st. So call Bold City AC now. They'll help you upgrade to a qualifying energy-efficient AC system and give you $1,000 cash buyback for your old unit. So if your AC is old, loud, barely hanging on, replace it this month to lock in $2,000 tax credits and get $1,000 buyback from Bold City Heating and Air. Free estimates, next day install. But don't wait until it's too late. Visit boldcityac.com before the credits are gone.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa is the perfect place for indulging in a pampering spa treatment. This holiday season, if you'd like to give the gift of wellness, get a gift card and take advantage of the spa's current promotion. With the purchase of a $75 gift card or more, guests get a credit towards a future service. With healing massages, revitalizing facial treatments, and more, a day at the Sawgrass Spa makes the perfect gift for everyone. Purchase in person at Sawgrass Spa during operating hours.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Yo, Jacksonville, Hickens Hype, Checkmate Coatings crushes it with floors I'd put in my own pad.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all: garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Rush to checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Hey gang, Prosser here. Jacksonville homes are selling, but it can take months, and it takes a price lower than you want. Well, getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive the demand to sell your home. And they have this unbelievable promise and guarantee. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. If you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. You want max price? Chad and Sandy are going to aggressively market your home, and they're going to get it. Anthony and Mary in Palm Coast said, we wanted to move back home closer to family. Getting max price was more important than a fast sell, but we had only purchased our home last year, so we didn't have much equity. After just 23 days of aggressive marketing with Chad and Sandy, they sold our house at the price we needed to make the move. Call the Jacksonville experts you can trust, and I recommend. Call Chad and Sandy at 904-414-6200 or chadandsandy.com.
There's lots of reasons to use Kuhn flowers when you need to send floral arrangements. This is RJ with 1010XL. No matter what the reason or the occasion, Kuhn Flowers delivers with only the best. Log on to kuhnflowers.com and make someone's day.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. It's the biggest game of the season tonight for Gators Hoops as they take on the Duke Blue Devils. The 15th-ranked Gators sit at 5-2 as the 4th-ranked Blue Devils are undefeated at 8-0. The game's set to tip off at 7:30, airing live on 1010 AM, and will also be televised on ESPN. It's 77 degrees at 102. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
We're also looking for something that you can't fake. We wanted someone who wanted to be a Florida Gator. Someone that being here in the orange and blue was really important to. Someone who embraces the pressure and the expectations because they want to build a program to win championships.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Scott Strickland, athletics director, leader of all things sports on the campus of the University of Florida, talking about wanting those that want us. That's channeling your inner or is basically what it is, because Steve-O would always say, yeah, you don't want to be a Gator. We don't want you.
Do you think that first part was a shot at Kiffin where he says...
We're also looking for something that you can't fake.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. If you're going to troll, that's the time to do it, especially since you lost out on that guy. Okay? If you're going to take one shot at him, at least do it then after you lost out on him.
Call him a phony.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so dumb.
Everyone's going to
just
win a
so
press
dumb.
conference.
He would have loved Kiffin if Kiffin would have said yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
He should have fired Napier last year, and he would have had Kiffin without any of this nonsense. It's just whatever.
Did Kiffin want to be a Gator?
You seem annoyed.
Yeah,
I'm annoyed because everybody has their own angles that they use. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
the what?
Everybody has their own angles they use to make them look better than the other guy, and it's just
yeah. Right now, Scott Strickland is in kind of save face mode. He lost out
or save job.
I was about to say
this was and
especially
I
this basketball team going into Cameron Indoor tonight.
Yeah, I joked that it was a 3-horse race between LSU, Florida, and Ole Miss, and one of them was a mule in the end because Lane was using Ole Miss. But there may have been more than one mule.
I was just going to say that wasn't the mule.
Yeah,
it
may have been more than one mule. And I do think that Lane had designs on that LSU job because of everything it does provide. Florida does provide a lot of the exact same things: dollars, resources, passion, recruits, fertile football base in the high school world that you can recruit from, transfer portal people would love to come and play at the University of Florida. All that's good.
Prestige.
But yeah, all of it. The brand's the brand, but just a tick better. And I even think Eddie O kind of echoed that when we first had him on.
Right, but I mean, you can say the brand's the brand all you want, but the reality is in the last 15 years, they've been terrible. They had one season where you're like, all right, they might, 2020.
Yeah.
They might be good enough to actually maybe get to the playoff.
Yeah, I don't think too many people would argue with that, but all these teams have uneven up and down periods of time.
Yes, absolutely they do.
And here was a guy, especially, when do you want to walk in? You want to walk in after it's been Suckville for a while? That's a pretty good time to walk in. And then all of a sudden, you build him back up. That's kind of what he did at Ole Miss, if you think about it.
I think years from now, long after Scott Strickland's been retired, it'll be like the Howard Schnellenberger thing when he finally admitted, it was a horse bleep decision leaving Miami for the USFL. I think Strickland will finally admit, it was a bad move not firing Billy Napier in 2024.
Yeah. And you could have, I think what was the thing, they wanted to take the money they would have paid him to go away to put into the NIL. And I think we've at least seen enough evidence that there's a lot of money out there, period, for these passionate boosters to fund a winner, and they're willing to do anything they can. And if you had let him go and still funded it and got these players to come, just imagine how many of them would have been coming had they hired the other guy. That would have made a significant difference as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Florida fan right now, you have no choice. You've got to latch on to this guy now.
Yeah.
You have to.
He's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's yours. He's not going away, and this is it.
Hey, fire up the Cohen comment yesterday, JJ, about Sumrall as well, because he spoke glowingly about him as well. And it's interesting when you get in these coaching circles, and I think Eddie O basically said the same thing, that it's a fraternity, and a lot of guys know a lot of guys. Turns out Eddie O's
we asked Eddie exactly. We were like, ask him about Sumrall, and of course he's like, my son works with him. Like, no, none of us knew it. It's such an incestuous business.
Once you get it going, if you want to be in it, you're
being in it.
Plus, Lane is the best example of all under mine.
Right. To be fair, also, rarely are you going to have a guy say, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
He ain't that good.
Right.
They're all going to say, he's a great coach.
Total bum.
Yeah.
Right. Just like they all said Billy Napier was a great coach.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not saying Sumrall isn't. All I'm saying is Sumrall is, it's on him now to do it.
Right. And you also say
he's got to go do it.
You're also saying if you're trying to get a gig from him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's a great coach.
Yes.
All right. Here's Liam Cohen on Sumrall.
I've got so much respect for John Sumrall as a coach, as a man, as a leader of people, of men, of players, of a building. He's got so much passion and competitiveness. He's a guy that's, obviously been a defensive coach for a long time, but he sees the game through a big picture lens in all three phases. He understands good football. He can recruit his tail off. But, I bought his house in Lexington in 2021, and him and his family are just perfect fits. They are, SEC all the way. And, I can't say enough good things about Summy. He's one of the guys I look up to actually in this profession, have a lot of respect for. And, any chance I get to talk to Summy, it'll be cool to have him here as a close by neighbor.
It is wild. That also tells you the tale on how close they can be.
Well,
bought the house.
Yeah, well, it is a fraternity. It's hard to win in both leagues, in college and in the professional leagues. And a lot of these coaches put so much of their time, their effort. They sacrifice their family's time and effort with them, and all. So they're not going to say anything bad about them because they understand. They've traveled down the road that they went down. And they understand the sacrifices that are being made, and they also understand the short-lived time. If you don't win right now, you're out the door.
And I think the other part of it is that there is something to be said, whatever level you're on, coaching principles, ideas, schemes, formations, anything, that they all glean stuff off of another program or whatever. And that's why they like going and seeing what these other guys are doing, because they get something out of it.
It's 20 hours a day.
Yeah. Trying to find an edge.
As far as prepping, game planning, watch film, coaching, meetings, recruiting, Come on, I was at lowly FIU at the time when they first was a startup,
Right.
and I was putting in at least 14 hours of work, calling kissing kids' butts all day.
Sounds like you didn't like that.
I didn't. I didn't like. It's not. I loved coaching. I didn't love coaching, but I didn't like lying to kids.
Now it's probably worse.
And I ain't like coddling kids.
You like begging them, huh?
I ain't like coddling kids. I ain't like telling them how they were good when they weren't.
Right. Ain't nobody coddled you.
Huh?
Nobody coddled you.
No, hell no.
Begging and stroking. That ain't easy. It is not.
Nobody was texting young Leon at like
No, they
2
weren't.
in the morning asking
Exactly.
how his night was or playing Candy Crush.
All right, we're going to get back to the Jags, talk a little ball. A dominating win over the Tennessee Titans for your Jacksonville Jaguars as they moved it to 8-4, motored well into the playoff picture. We'll say hello to one of our coaches, Gerald Ingram. He'll jump in and join us, talk some ball. We did a Both Sides of the Ball podcast earlier today on the social channel, so you can go to our Jaguars 1010XL YouTube page or any of the other social platforms and check it out.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Game day doesn't end after the game. It's not complete without the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter with hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Did you know that for every inch of rain on a 2,000 square foot roof, 1,500 gallons come off the eaves of the roof? Call Clearwater Seamless Gutters and Drainage, and we'll design a plan using our Clearwater Seamless Gutters, and we'll connect those gutters to a Clearwater drainage system to solve your erosion and standing water issues.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
SeamlessGuttersJacksonville.com. AA Automotive helps keep your car in dependable travel condition. Stop in today. They'll check the brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and AC to get you right back to your holiday plans. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Full service auto repair you can count on.
Tom Coughlin here. Join 1010XL for the J-Fund Radiothon on December 3rd. Every year I'm blown away by your generosity, and I'm asking for your help again.
The drive to the J-Fund Radiothon is driven by the Nimnicht family of dealerships.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm in Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkston. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more. We're talking a competitive, guaranteed base salary with bonus opportunity, comprehensive paid training programs, and promotions based upon performance and top shelf benefits. It's all waiting for you. Log on to floridahomeac.com/careers. Florida Home AC, equal opportunity employer.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about being a peacemaker. Friends, so often we can only want to help people who are in our inner circle. But God never had inner circles. The world was his inner circle, and he's depending on us to make a difference and to leave our mark in this life. So go out today receiving his peace and then sharing it with the world.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Pickett here for Oceanside Cleaners, the very best in dry cleaning service. Free pickup and delivery, or use their self-service kiosk in Ponte Vedra and Southside for drop-off and pickup. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding, and bridal gown preservation. If it's got fabric, they can clean it. Oceanside Cleaners.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. If you've ever wondered why some jewelry stores and department stores always have a sale going at 50 to 75% off, there's a good reason. Because most of the time, they're not real sales. The prices are marked up so they can sell the piece at a big discount and still make the profit they need. If you wanted to find a realistic sales event, the store wouldn't run a year-round sale and the discounts would be a little more realistic. For example, Underwoods puts all of our diamond solitaire necklaces and ear studs on sale in December at 15% below the prices we sell at the rest of the year. So there's a genuine savings to the customer. We also take trade-ins, so it's the ideal time to buy for someone looking to grow their pendant or ear studs up to a larger size. Now, at Underwood's, we don't run a lot of sales, but when we do, they're real and a good time to buy. So come see us at Underwood's, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
What Major League Baseball player has the most stolen bases in his career?
Just letting your homeowner's insurance renew each year may cost you money. Shop around and you may find a better plan. Let Southern Oak Insurance give you an option at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Oakland A's outfielder Ricky Henderson stole 1,406 bases during his career, including 130 in 1982.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
We love talking ball right here on XL Primetime, and we certainly like to look at all the big storylines, but then we also need to get a little expertise on the coaching side. You got a Hurricane Hall of Famer, a Pro Bowler in Big Sirs, and now we got a Super Bowl winning running backs coach in Gerald Ingram that joins us. He and Coach Mark Duffner, we team up with both sides of the ball for these two guys to drop some knowledge on you. Coach Ingram, welcome in. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, it's great to be here. It was a great holiday, and this is tis the season. It's December, and this is the reason why we play. We play for the bling.
I always ask Leon if his mindset changes. Does your mindset change when you turn the calendar to December?
From a coach's perspective, everything changes in December. When you're in the hunt and you're in the situation Jaguars are in, you love the players. Mindset changes. They come in early. They stay late. They're excited. Mm-hmm. It's kick-ass time right now. Mm-hmm. It's who wants it more than the next guy. So it's you kind of ratchet up. Everybody's talking football in the building. The janitor's talking football. The administration's talking football. It's like everybody wants to win every single day. And, being around a guy like TC, it's, he brings out the red letter pen, and, everything makes a difference. It's the little things, the routine, the attitude, just trying to make sure the team is staying focused. And that's what Liam's doing right now is trying to make sure that the team is staying focused on winning this game. And there's nothing more important than this game and how we handle it. And let's prove to America who we are. And at the same time, Jacksonville's got to be excited. I mean, they're the 12th man. And if you aren't the 12th man, kind of like that Kansas City Monday night game, and then some, this time of year, to be able to hold on to this, I'm excited about that 12th man coming out this weekend. And if we give the fans something, it's a momentum game to me. Mm-hmm. Don't lose the momentum in a home game with this excitement, with everything on the line.
Coach, you're absolutely right. I mean, this makes this part of the season makes up for all those gases we had to run, all those tour days we had to go through, all those blazing sun practices, because you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity in the month of December to win some ball games that could catapult you into January to where you're in the playoffs and you have an opportunity to win the Lombardi. That if you're a player and you can't get fueled up for right now, with everything on the line, what's at stake, the division, the playoff seeding, then you're in the wrong profession.
Totally, exactly. When you look at Chicago Bears and what they said, and even though he took his shirt off, that's exactly true. Good, better, best. And you say, all right, yeah, that was good, but that's not good enough. So we got to be better. Mm-hmm. And then you got to be better, and you think better is it, but you're trying to get to be the best. And then when you win the Super Bowl, you are the best. Yeah. And you think about during the year, and you think about, God, how the hell did I make it through that practice as a player? Am I right? Mm-hmm. And you look at that player, and you're like, that's one tough song. Man. I couldn't believe he did it. I couldn't believe Bradshaw went 16 games with 2 broken toes. every single week. You know, the guys who suffered through certain things. And when we were here with Mark Brunell and getting his ribs shot up and, you know, guys fighting through things. It's the fight of the dog at this time of year. It's you gotta love it. Tis the season to whoop ass.
I love it. Coach Ingram, put the rings up there just so on YouTube they can see it. Because
that's what we're fighting for right there.
That's what we fight for. You know what it means? You know, every day you walk into and Leon experienced this walking into the Steelers and into the Giants Stadium. When you see those Lombardi trophies every day, you know, that's pride. You know, that's something no one can ever take away from you from what you did that year. And that's what's so painful about what happened to us that one year. To be so close, it just irks you the rest of your life. But when you've experienced it, there's a video there with Justin Tuck, you know, before the 2011 Super Bowl. It's you know, he attacks the offensive lineman and the D lineman, and he calls the guys who've never had one out, you know, and he says, "You never had one. I got a ring. This guy's got a ring. He's got a ring. You never had a ring. You don't know what it feels like." It's the best feeling in the world. It doesn't matter if they think you should have won, you should have been there or not, because in both cases, they didn't think we should have been there, and we proved them wrong. Can the Jaguars prove everybody wrong?
Yeah. Well, Coach, when I was with the Steelers, you're right. We didn't win a Super Bowl. We played in one. But when you came through that lobby, the four Lombardis were right there in the middle before you made a right to the locker room. So the expectations, the level of excellence, what they demanded out of you every day was accountability, because it was either Super Bowl or bust. So yeah, I mean listen, it's Ricky Bobby, okay? Only way, if you ain't first, you last. And the one person holds that Lombardi when it's all said and done.
You bring up a good point about accountability, and it makes me think of a story. We're playing a division game just like this. We're playing the Washington Redskins. And I hate to call a player out, but one of the wide receivers turns a block down. Now, it's contract year for him, and he's worried about getting rolled up. Ahmad Bradshaw breaks through the line of scrimmage, and he goes for about 14 yards, and the receiver turned the block down, and the way he did it, he was more worried he was going to get rolled up than block. Now, Ahmad Bradshaw got right up off the ground, smacked the heck out of the back of his head in front of everybody on TV. I mean, it was a violent smack, okay? And he jumped up and told him, he says, "I fight for you." That's all he said. Now, the GM came to me after the game and says, "You know, we can't have that. I know what he's doing.
Talk
we
to
can't
your guy?
Yeah, no, he's talking to me.
To
talk to
your guy.
to Ahmad. He
Talk to
says
Ahmad,
you can't beat up another player on the field. I said, Coach, I told him, you know what? You're absolutely right. It didn't look good. It wasn't a good picture. But you know what? He made that someone accountable. That's what did, because that block was going to make him go for a touchdown.
To the house.
14 yards down the field. It was the last block in the way. And Kim Gilbride addressed it all the time, just like Liam. He told me, he says, "I tell you guys all the time, the running backs protect for you to be able to catch the ball. They do their job. Everybody understands their role on each and every play."
True.
And I said, you know what? The GM, he handled it, and it probably meant more to that kid. And it did. The rest of that season, he didn't let his own players down. When your own players make each other accountable, now you know you've arrived. Yeah, we had to, tone it down a little bit, but I was so happy he handled it.
All right, so we've been preaching now for the last couple of weeks, 1-0, 1-0. Yeah. You guys as coaches always preach 1-0.
That's what we do.
But look at the last 5 games, Gerald. Colts, Jets, Broncos, Colts, Titans.
Yeah.
That's manageable.
Very much so. Theirs is a lot tougher than ours, but the NFL, there is no easy game. You just handle your business, okay? We're that kind of a team right now that, a lot of times we don't know what we're going to get, but we do know we're resilient, Okay, can we play a clean game? Can we do what we need to do to win this game? Now, how do we win this game this weekend? In my mind, from what I see, they're a different team when you stop Jonathan Taylor in the run
load up.
game.
Yep.
They really are. Now, can you stop their tight end? Their tight end's good. Pierce, the receiver, they got two very good receivers as well. Okay, but they have a quarterback who's no longer mobile. You know, he has had a history of mobile, but with a fractured fibula, he's not as mobile.
Right.
If you attack him, some of the things that we have done, they do the same thing on their end too. They're going to try and rattle our quarterback. But if we eliminate, and Don Capers used to say, if you don't allow a great back to get started, you got a shot. Okay? This running back probably plays on his feet as well as anybody we face. He stays on his feet, he keeps his feet moving, and he can hurt you through the air and he can hurt you on the ground. Don't allow him to be effective. Don't turn the ball over. This time of year, play great defense. Enthusiastic defense because you'll
Help
keep
defense.
our 12th man.
Yeah.
We'll help the crowd by how physical we are. Okay, and everybody, who's going to be a spark this week? Now, we missed the one guy we missed right now, and I hope he plays and can play well, is Parker.
Yeah.
But can the rest of the receivers elevate themselves? Strange is back. You know, BJ, he looks faster right now. BT does. Can he continue to elevate? Whoever that other receiver that's got to step in, do what he has to do. Can a quarterback manage the game and play like he needed to last week?
I mean, Armstead.
Yeah.
Armstead's critical now.
Yes.
And we don't know about his situation.
No, we don't.
Both he and Trayvon, for that matter.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Two big pieces.
Now, Coach, how important is the fact that we get up on this team early at home, being a divisional game, a divisional rival? I mean, because we've had a history of slow starts at home for whatever reason.
Yeah.
The Titans game was probably the first time that we really jumped on somebody and kind of kept them down. How do we get on this?
Well, as I talked about earlier, momentum is key. We're at home. We have the crowd. We got the 12th man. Let's start fast. Let's play field position football. Be aggressive and score early, score fast, and then find a way to continue to fight that way through because we don't want to be that sleeping giant that we did to Houston too. Start fast, but not finish fast. So we want to play 4 quarters, a good sound, and then learn how to just finish the game. Right now, they don't know who we are. They've watched who we are, but they don't know. We play them twice. So this is the first time they'll play us. Let's make the first impression a great impression.
All right, hit one thing real quick before we hit the break. Just as far as what you liked in terms of this you're a running backs coach by trade. The Jaguars didn't necessarily get out of the gate running the football the way they'd like to, and the other team got off some big runs. Yet Trevor, this game was put in his hands, and he handled it well.
Trevor did a good job. I think they did a great job of an offensive scheme against their coverage. Yes, they're not a very good team, but every quarterback needs a game like this. They need a comforting game that gives them the confidence. Having the receiver core that they have and having Jacoby Myers do what he does, it's elevate the pass game. He's throwing the ball quicker. He's making decisions. If it's not there, I'm going to use my feet. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to protect the ball. It's not going to come out of my hands. And I'm going to make a bad play into a good play.
Right.
And that's the best thing he can do right now. And let it be, if we have to punt, we punt. But we don't turn it over. We don't play ugly football. We don't play bad football. It's what we don't need out of, used to call them Debbie Downers. Okay, we eliminate those kind of things. We play the next down and let's go.
Simple as that. Yep. All right, we'll keep it rolling. Coach Gerald Ingram hanging out with us. He was a longtime running backs coach with TC here, coaching up Freddie T and company, and then winning Super Bowls up in New York. You guys jump in 641-1010. If you have a question, hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures or a comment about your Jaguars now sitting 8-4 and getting ready for the hated Colts.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Offense, defense, special teams.
Offense, defense, and special teams all contribute.
We got ourselves a roster.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game.
They got to match eye attention.
On 1010XL.
This holiday season, Universal Roof and Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list.
Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
No one has time to get hurt. Lost wages, injuries that not only hurt but hinder our success. If you're in this position due to the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. Hey, this is Tom McManus. Injuries suck, so check out Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the country. 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers with enough firepower to handle any and all personal injury cases. And they make filing a claim easy, and they don't get paid unless you do. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Visit forthepeople.com or hit Pound Law from your cell. Pound Law, that's all.
Ah, family's here. Ready for a perfect holiday?
Honey, the toilet's overflowing.
What? Now? With everyone here?
The sink's backed up too. Cool, it's like a water park in here.
Great! Best holiday ever.
Don't panic. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. They'll fix it before we're swimming in mashed potatoes.
Got a holiday plumbing disaster? Call Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes to selling your home, you think you got problems? Well, I got promises. Chad and Sandy do. Jacksonville homes are selling, but it can take months and a low price to sell. Not anymore. You go with Chad and Sandy Newman, the experts that I recommend. Proven systems. They drive demand for selling your home, and they have this guarantee. Bottom line, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. That's why the local real estate experts that I'm trusting and recommending need to sell now. Chad and Sandy will have instant offers, fast, easy, and stress-free. Keith in Atlantic Beach said, I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale and finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team were compassionate, professional, got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million in cash. Call the local experts I'm recommending. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200 or chadandsandy.com.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, my takeaway is we didn't really discuss this during the last couple of hours, but my Hurricanes in the committee tonight, I'm waiting to get disappointed. I am. I'm just waiting for them. I'm sitting around, even though they're head-to-head, even though they're common opponents, even though strength of schedule and all that other crap.
You think they're going to
do
all of it?
Oh, yeah, they're going to do it to us, of course. Yes. That's what they love doing. They've been doing it to us since the beginning of time. Just don't. And I know what
in Genesis.
It's the beginning of time.
Genesis 4:20 is like, screw the hurricanes.
That part right there.
So this is the poll. Because the next one, you're not jumping in the next one.
Yeah,
unless something crazy happens. You're
This
not
is going to
jumping
have
in
to
the next
happen.
Yeah,
one.
this is the poll.
So this is it, man. This is, unless Alabama gets blown out and they drop, which could happen, and they drop from the poll, then you both might get in.
Quarterback gets hurt by somebody's team.
I've been saying this now for like 3 weeks. I don't know why Oklahoma isn't part of that discussion.
Amen.
Why is Oklahoma not part of the Oklahoma, Miami, Notre Dame discussion? Alabama discussion.
Yeah,
Why isn't all of them?
They all
Because Oklahoma, they've won. They've looked terrible.
Right. Well,
if you're going to use the excuse that Notre Dame looks great, why wouldn't you also use the
penalize someone
who doesn't look good at what they're doing?
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. We could do a round robin of those 4 teams and play them, and Miami will be every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, on paper.
Oklahoma?
No, not paper.
Oklahoma?
Mateer sucks.
I'm going to be very honest right now, okay?
Okay, because you guys did drop, too. Don't forget that. You did drop to Louisville and SMU.
I don't know that you beat Notre
SMU
Dame
just
right
lost
now.
to Cal, okay?
Oh, I didn't realize that Oklahoma's undefeated.
Yeah.
No, but what
they
I'm
lost
saying
to
is,
a team that lost to Florida State, dude.
What I'm saying is,
Alabama
listen.
actually is one of those teams that lost to Florida freaking State, man.
I
Why
know.
is that not being shouted from every rooftop imaginable?
I don't
No
know that
one
you guys
brings
beat
that
Notre
up.
Dame, bro. I don't know that you guys beat Notre Dame right now.
Well, are you ridiculous?
See,
I'm just
that's
they're,
it.
they're a different team
That's
now.
it.
Oh,
It doesn't mean
we are
wait.
too.
Wait,
We're a
it doesn't
different
mean
team, too.
right.
We're
You
better
are.
than
You
the
are.
last
You are.
first
It
game.
doesn't mean that what you did in week 1 is discounted because it should not
Well,
be.
we bullied
That should
them.
be everything. It's head to head.
And how come all the other teams that we play, that Notre Dame played, we beat them worse than Notre Dame beat
we'll
them? But
take
that also
Notre
doesn't
Dame's lunch
Not
money
all- not
right
all of
What
now.
does matter?
Not all of them.
1, Syracuse. Wow.
Yeah.
Hang it. There's like 4
Hang the
common
banner.
opponents that
Hang
we are
the
better
banner.
than.
Listen,
These
you guys got to fight
These guys
your
are
way
so
out of
upset
this.
because they know they're going to get a host.
It's because you got 2 L's.
It's
That's
not
all.
fair.
You got
It's
to
not
deal
fair.
with it. You got to deal with it. All right. Takeaway, Matt.
Yeah,
That's fine. I think we're good. Yeah.
No, I mean, my takeaway is you're not. There are other teams that are going to. What about Ole Miss?
What about them? They only have one
might,
loss.
I know, but I'm saying they might drop Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Not
They
they don't
out
have
of
their
the
coach
whole
anymore.
thing, though.
No, but drop them in the
Drop
seeding.
them to where they don't have a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. They've already, and it's so funny that they're now.
Well, they only got to drop 2 spots.
Well, no, they'd have to drop to 8. I thought they were
7 right now.
Okay, 7. Okay, I was thinking they were 6. Anyway, they are already introducing the language and reminding people that, hey, if you have a significant quarterback injury, that a team could be viewed differently. And now, if a coach departs, it could be viewed differently.
Haven't you taken
Give me a
enough from
break.
Ole Miss? Really, you're going to drop them 2 spaces?
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
all I know
Coach
is somebody's
Ingram's
team
dying
here
to
at this
hit it
table.
now.
Somebody's team at this table had a
Michigan
6-0
man
lead
right here.
against number 1 in
Michigan can't say it all. I mean, we're completely out of it now. We lost to Oklahoma and we lost to Ohio State.
I was rooting for the Maize and Blue this weekend.
But if you want to
You and
dial
everyone
up,
else,
if
bro.
you want to dial up Florida State and ask what happened to them, you can.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So let's finish out with the time we got with Coach Gerald Ingram as we talk Jaguar ball and we mentioned what could happen against Indianapolis, the opportunity that is there. And then we mentioned what Trevor did this past. He played a clean game. Was it his best, in your opinion, so far this season that you've seen?
Well, I thought all around it was definitely his best. His best accuracy type game. His best decisive type game. Even his decisiveness to run the ball when he had to protect the ball when he had to. You know, he lowered his shoulder to make a score. He was an all-out player. I thought through and through, it was still his best. Now, in third quarter, things got a little bit sloppy for everybody. But I thought the game plan suited him throwing the ball up the field, being aggressive instead of just taking the easy throw. He made some good, accurate throws, and we had the drop, which was a perfect throw and a good, it would have added to his yards.
You better believe it.
So it was definitely a game he needed and his best game.
So I made this point earlier this week, and I want to get your thoughts on it earlier this week, Monday.
Yeah.
I think Jacoby Myers has done more than just been a really good player on the field for this team.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of like galvanized that locker room. Like they're seeing a guy, a professional, play at his ceiling. Would you agree with that?
Oh, totally agree. You know, it's the best acquisition you could make. You know, having you literally see everybody grow from his ability. You know, Washington has grown from it. You know, because I think he was a young man trying to exist in the big lights early, and could have went a different way in the Seattle game. You know, and the Rams game. You know, and he has risen. People have played better with him being here. And then definitely you see it in the quarterback's confidence and his play. And if it continues that, and we said it when, you know, the big stars weren't playing up to their ability. Having him come in here, not having been through our camp, even been here, also made those guys rise up. And say, you know, how do we have a guy come in here and look more as a pro than we? So everybody had to be accountable and step up. You know, I think Eric has stepped up. Allen has stepped up. Trevor has stepped up. They're where they were supposed to be consistently earlier in the year. Now, tis the season to peak. Which team is going to peak, and do we peak, and does Trevor peak? Is the most important thing.
Yeah, the latter part is the most important, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because how important is it that we get Tootin and ATN going early?
Well, I think anytime that you establish the run game, you win the time of possession, you hurt their pride. You control the clock. You control the momentum of the game. You know, those kind of things. If we can keep things on first and second down to minimal, you know, down in distances and find success, and can we play action into big throws? You know, now that we're being more aggressive, we're winging it and ripping it. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a truly balanced, you know, complementary offense, you know, that we need to be.
And just one more on Jacoby, undrafted free agent back in 2019. So he's a guy that has fought and proved to himself and others that he's worthy.
Right, but he went to a great trade school.
Yeah, it's called
the New England Patriots Trade School.
Yeah, you better believe it.
He learned through the quarterback. The quarterback was the extension of the head coaches on the field in New England.
Yeah.
And the demand and the expectancy of being around Bill Belichick to be a pro, he knew he wasn't going to be on that team very long. And that's what's happening with the organization here. They're showing that, hey, we want to win now. Okay, and we have a certain standard that we're going to accept, and you're not going to be here very long. It ain't going to be next year. It could be the next day. Whatever it takes from here, because people who've been there know that if you're in that window, you have as good a shot as anybody. And you better take advantage of it now. You're not trying to wait till next year and see who's on the roster and start all over again. Starting all over again, it's just like Kansas City Chiefs. They thought they were going to start it all over again this year. Where are they?
Yeah, they didn't have it.
Who they?
Yeah,
right?
They didn't have it. And so what he has done, even coming into this week, had a dozen catches on 15 targets, $155 and a touchdown, added 90 more yards, caught all the balls, and got in the end zone, including one big 50-yarder like you're talking about across the middle.
It's also embracing the moment. It's embracing what is in front of you right now. You win, you beat the Colts, and the desperate Chiefs beat the Texans. You're up 3 on the Texans and 2 on the Colts with 4 to play.
Yeah, it's such an important time. It's such a game changer. All right, we'll wrap it up with our one of our coaches, Gerald Ingram. Don't forget, check out both sides of the ball. One of our channels, the YouTube Jaguars 1010XL channel, or anywhere where you check out 1010XL on social.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window
World, simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Joe C. reminding you everyone's welcome at the Hard Rock Bet Thanksgiving table. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you'll feast on $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. Now that's a stuffed bankroll. Football season is what it's all about. Don't forget, check out the Stats Hub, full of great info before making your next play. Download the Hard Rock Bet app now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey. Look, I was recently talking with Patrick and the team at Apex Roofing and Contracting, and even in a tough economic year, they wanted me to say thank you. Guys, Apex is locally owned, and they truly appreciate every homeowner and business owner who trusts them with roof repairs, replacements, or construction projects this year. So from the entire Apex crew and from me, happy holidays to all of our listeners, customers, and clients. And remember, for quality work from a team that cares about our community, that's ApexRoofingFL.com.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jags. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jags, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjags.com.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow, mirrors cut exactly to your style, fogged or broken glass replaced, decorative tabletops, windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Getting close to the 2 o'clock hour, XL Primetime. Big Sur, Matty Hayes, Joe C, JJ, and we got Gerald Ingram, one of our coaches, hanging out with us today, and we're about to wrap things up. But we do look at this injury report, and it is getting bigger and bigger. And if nothing else, one of the things that Jimmy Gladstone's, a.k.a. Harry Potter, said in the very beginning, we need to raise the floor of this roster, Coach Ingram. And when Patrick McCary goes out with a concussion, Wyatt Milam is able to step in. Mm-hmm. When Walker Little doesn't return after the half with a concussion, Cole Van Lannon steps in. We're going to find out. Trayvon Walker did not play. Eric Armstead did not play. They were still able to do some things interiorly and with the pass rush like they needed it. Now we don't know if we're going to have Parker Washington, like you said earlier.
Right.
Those are big figures in the game plan.
Well, and that's where you give Liam. Liam and their staff has done a good job of preparing the next man up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's part of being resilient. It's part of being, you know, a winning type team. And the rotation on the defensive line, you know, made a difference last week, and they have to make a bigger difference this week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we can get those guys back, it really helps things out in a big game like this. But if not, you know, at least you prepared the team that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a collective of a few weeks now where the young guys have had to contribute, and some people got a chance to come out there and, you know, and show what they can do. So they're going to need that right now.
Yeah.
That's a good Colts D line too. Now, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no DeForest.
You better be ready in that offensive line. Even
Right.
without,
Right.
who cares about DeForest?
They've had to account for him not being there. So yeah, it's a good front.
Yeah, I mean, next man up. I mean, these games are too important. I mean, you said it, Coach, that Liam has done, and the coaching staff, the assistant coaches have done an outstanding job getting the guys behind them, you know, getting them well informed enough to play at a good level, even though they're backups. You're gonna have to do that. I mean, you remember this too. Every team about this time of year is banged up. Every team about this time is banged up. So, I mean, no one's going to feel sorry for you. You just got to figure out a way to get it done.
No, and I do think the most encouraging part is that 2 first-round draft picks, Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr., at one position were missing for at least 2 games. Now BTJ is back. Hunter's not coming back this year, but they went out and they got Jacoby Myers to change the way people were viewing this receiving corps. That's action. That's when you go do something about the problem.
And he's going to have to do a really good job of coaching this week, you know, because if you have these kind of injuries, and Lynn can attest to this, you know, you're not doing as much 7-step drop. But if you are, you're making sure that the help is where they need to be. The formations, you know, the personnel groupings that, you know, if you give this quarterback enough time, we've seen in games that, you know, in their zone coverage, they, you know, because they have their man coverage out. He's out. Sauce is out. So they're going to play a little more zone. And that helps us. But if you protect the quarterback, you keep his feet up, you're going to have to be a very smart coach to make sure the help is where they need to be.
Yeah.
And you can do that as a coach. You just got to make sure you do it every down.
Yeah, because Sauce Gardner left with the calf injury, so we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on him. All right, let's say hello to Helmets and Heels.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Taylor Dahl joins us, getting ready to rock and roll with a little H&H.
Yes.
Yeah, the Sauce Gardner injury is definitely going to be a big concern for them, not for this team, but this team also has its share of injuries.
Yeah, that's what I feel like the league this year. Every week it's some big name that is dropping out too. But you've seen teams overcome it. I mean, the Jaguars being one of those, losing, you know, when you don't have a core, when you're talking about a Trayvon Walker and Eric Armstead not being out on the field this last week, that's big. Eric Murray hasn't been there in a while. That was one of the accusations. One of the guys this last year that was supposed to be one of the bigger names that were going to help kind of make that defensive back room a little bit better. And you haven't had those guys, and you've been able to. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been perfect every single game, but you've been able to manage. And the other teams are doing that too. I mean, the long list of go back to Detroit last year. San Francisco just keeps getting hit constantly throughout the year. There's a lot of teams. So I think that shows what type of team you have if you can build past all of
San
that.
Francisco's gone 3 years with just a litany of injuries. It's crazy. All right, what's coming up?
Yeah, so B's in studio. We're going to talk a little bit more about the game on Sunday and what he thinks. We're also going to take a look ahead at Colts, Texans, and Jags. Their games ahead, what we kind of predict, their records, each of those 3 teams. It could come down to some tiebreakers and crazy things at the end of who wins this division. So we're going to go through some of those scenarios and talk about
All
that.
right, sounds good, Taylor. Matt's got him going all the way, so just go ahead.
No, they control their destinies.
Yeah,
it's true. It's
With
true.
a very fortunate schedule.
They do.
All right, good stuff. We'll be listening for it. Coach Ingram, thanks for hanging out with us.
Duval.
As always, he's fired up and ready to go. We are done. Thanks to Beaver Automotive, their entire group, Beaver Mitsubishi, Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevy. They do it all, man. They are there to wow you. And every day but Sunday, you can certainly log on and check out everything they got to offer with a tremendous inventory. Big Search, thanks for lunch.
No problem.
You killed it again. Wingstop, he just never stops bringing the hits. We appreciate it, that's for sure. We are done. Big Search, Maddie, Coach Ingram, Joe C., and JJ.
Shell Primetime from the big number 1 Duval.